honestly, at the rate it's going, I think Jess was right, and I think our communication is literally going to be on Skype. A lot of people are freaking out for, I wouldn't say for no reason, but I just feel like people are freaking out, and they're freaking out my MSers, and I don't like that, because I like when my MSers are smiling and they're happy, and yeah, you guys are just ruining it for us. Quite a few people who pretty much have bought all the toilet paper, but I didn't buy the toilet paper, but you know what I did buy is this. I have one over here, and I have another one that I bought because I was like, I could never find my size anywhere, and both of these are small. I think it's a small size it comes in too. They were gonna run low on the small sizes, and I was so scared, so I ended up buying 2 of these. And this was my whole toilet paper situation, except it wasn't toilet paper, but it was Depend Fit Flex underwears. Hey guys, so in this video I'm going to be talking about the coronavirus and multiple sclerosis. Why am I laughing? Okay. This is what I mean. I smile and laugh when nothing is funny, but I just do it because I have this thing for cracking my back. Does anyone have this too? Like, I know I'm not the only one, right? Okay, so anyways, so in this video I want to be talking about the pros to the coronavirus and multiple sclerosis. And I only wanted to be talking about the pros because honestly, so many people have been freaking us all out because they've been freaking out. And it's just so annoying because for us MSers, it's like we're freaking out because we have a weak immune system. And it's like people are freaking out, and it's honestly stressing out my MSers, and I don't like that. So stop doing that because we don't work well under stress. So I wanted to film this video to kind of like create a message for you MSers because it is Multiple Sclerosis Awareness Month, and you know what? We're in this together. I say this all the time, but it is true. And I'm only saying this as a message for us MSers. I guess with our weak immune systems, I guess we're just at kind of like a higher risk of developing this coronavirus thing. And yeah, I just want you guys to smile and feel better and just calm the F down, because I know that was something I had a hard time with on Thursday last week because I was kind of freaking out the entire day. And then I kind of just put my shit together and I was like, okay, no, you know what, Pree, you're gonna stay positive. It's just for me personally, I do believe that everyone is kind of like just causing the scene with this whole coronavirus thing. And it's just really annoying because it's like, it's kind of just ruining things for us MSers and for anyone else who just happens to have a weak immune system, because it's putting us at fear of like just wanting to go outside. What's so funny about this whole situation, before I even get into my video, is the fact that so many people just thought that they were going to be like out of stock on their toilet paper at home just because of this whole virus. And my question is, for those of you who have freaked out over running low on toilet paper, I'm pretty sure you guys are staying isolated, right? But my question is, why are you even freaking out over toilet paper when you're just going to be isolated at home anyways? Like, just imagine what people feel like me, who have an overactive bladder and pretty much wet themselves outside. We don't carry like a roll of toilet paper on us. I mean, maybe you do, I don't know, but I don't. Like, for me, I need my wipes, I need my diaper, I need all of these cleaning stuff basically, but toilet paper is just not one of them. So what I don't understand is why people think that they need toilet paper to kind of like live. Because in my head I'm thinking, toilet paper doesn't really clean you. Even if you were to run out of toilet paper, you could just go to the tub, take a bath, and do your thing. But I guess to me that just makes total sense because I do that all the time when I wet myself, right? Because I don't ever just use toilet paper because I don't feel like it's cleaning anything. So I just don't get it. Kind of numbered some things down of how this whole coronavirus has been affecting my multiple sclerosis, right? But even when I was thinking about this, I knew I wanted to make a video on this. I just kind of kept telling myself that I didn't want to just make a video on multiple sclerosis and the coronavirus and just freak even more people out. But I just figured I would think about the pros, because honestly guys, I only want to think about the pros in this video. I honestly don't want to be a negative Nancy. Like, I'd rather be a positive Pree, because yeah, it's just better to be positive because it just puts your mind at ease. It really does. For those of you MSers, just don't let anyone freak you out. I've mentioned this before and I will say it again, but we know ourselves better than anyone else. So if you genuinely just feel like it's okay to go outside, then go outside. Like, guys, if I'm being honest with you, I went outside on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday this week, and it's Thursday today. I decided not to go outside today because I was like, maybe I should take a little bit of a break. But yeah, even when I go outside, I'm not like in public places because a lot of the public places are closed anyways. So I've listed down some pros. Honestly, I have 2,326 words, which is equivalent to 6 pages. So in this video, I'm only going to be talking about the pros to multiple sclerosis and the coronavirus. Only because I know a lot of people are probably freaking out right now, especially for those of you MSers. And I honestly don't want you guys to freak out. I know I kind of freaked out on Thursday last week. But even when I freaked out, it wasn't getting me anywhere. It was kind of just stressing me out, and my body was just not functioning properly. So I was like, hey, you know what, Pree, you need to take a break. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is the multiple sclerosis has prepared us for moments like this, especially. In the sense where I mentioned before how prior to my diagnosis, I pretty much freaked out quite a bit, not knowing what I had. And just putting myself in that kind of fear was absolutely terrifying, and I know a lot of you guys probably have done that too. But multiple sclerosis has literally prepared us for moments like this, because when I first heard of the whole coronavirus situation, and then when I started to realize it was just getting worse over time, part of me wasn't even scared. Like, it was really weird, because it was like, to me, I was like, you know what, Pree? You've dealt with bullies from kindergarten all the way to grade 12, so what? That was like about 14 years. And after that was over, and after I got into university and I went into university, people just kind of grew up, and I wasn't really getting bullied much. And shortly after, I got diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. And I was just going through things even prior to my diagnosis, right? And it was like, I just feel like I haven't had a break. And I just feel like the one time I feel like, oh my god, maybe I almost can have my break, because school is almost done for me, but then I'm also doing teacher's college. So those 2-3 weeks count, right? And now relative to the whole multiple sclerosis preparing us, I just felt like that was very true, in the sense where I mentioned before how prior to my diagnosis, I spent like months crying myself to sleep, thinking that I had a tumor or thinking that I had any other disease that was going to kill me right off the bat. And guys, that was really terrifying, especially when you don't know what's going on with your body and you just don't have answers for it. It's the most terrifying thing of life. Oh my goodness. With multiple sclerosis, like even to this day, like I feel like a lot of you guys will be able to relate to me on this, but it puts us through crap a lot of the times. And it's really hard, because a lot of the times I feel like I can't even do what I want to do because multiple sclerosis gets in the way. And some people are always like, you know what, Pree, you shouldn't let your MS control you. And I'm not letting it control me. But sometimes you just need to give yourself a break, and you just need to sit down and just calm the down, because you just start getting stressed out, right? So even just with the multiple sclerosis in general, I just feel like with the whole bully situation with me and even multiple sclerosis, it's just prepared me for moments like this, where everyone in literally this world is freaking out over a virus that is just kind of like spreading as days go by. It's like, to me, because of my multiple sclerosis, like I just feel like it prepared me in the sense where I don't feel like I'm freaking out as much as other people are freaking out. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I still want to continue living my life. Like, I can't just keep thinking about the negative things. I'm gonna be that positive Pree and think about all of these positive things about life, because we only get to live once, and it's like, if you're gonna spend that time freaking out, it's honestly not worth it. The second thing I've written down in relevance to multiple sclerosis and the coronavirus is that it's kind of giving me a reminder to just think positive as days go by. Like, it's just really nice, because like for me, I've always been trying to think positive all the time, but sometimes it doesn't work, right? But especially with this whole coronavirus going on, I'm just always thinking positive, because I'm alive today and not a lot of people get to live, and there's not much more I could say to that. It's like, we have to think positive, because if we're living, then we shouldn't be complaining. Like, you know what I mean? So the third thing I've written down is that the school I go to has cancelled all in-person classes and exams. And I wrote this as like a pro, because though I'm taking 5 courses right now, 3 of them are online already. And 2 of them were I had to go to Ryerson for, but then now I don't have to do it anymore because the whole coronavirus, right? And the only reason I'm listing this as a pro is because So the 4th thing I've actually written down is an overactive bladder has prepared me for this moment. And I'm always going to be talking about an overactive bladder because this is something I have been struggling with for like the past 5 years now. But honestly, just the thought of toilet paper running low has just honestly not crossed my mind. Usually when I do have an overactive bladder in public, I don't carry like a roll of toilet paper in my bag. Like that's the one thing I actually don't carry on me. Like I carry my diaper bag, which has everything that I said has. You should watch my adult diaper bag video. I'll put a link down below. Like for me, I'll carry my wipes with me. I'm not going to show you guys what this looks like because I'm pretty sure you guys know what wipes look like, but that's what it is. It's like, it's so nice. This is serious ASMR. I'm literally probably going to spend an hour trying to like crumple this up. Like for me, I do feel like no amount of toilet paper could make me feel clean. Like I feel like the only thing I have to do is literally go into the bath and wash myself with water and soap, which would be the alternative to not having toilet paper, which other people are just having a hard time accepting for some reason. For those of you who have freaked out over the whole toilet paper situation, I'm pretty sure you guys are pretty much going to be isolated at home anyways. So what's the alternative? Just going into the bathroom and the tub and just washing yourself with soap and water? I only see it this way because I have an overactive bladder, so like I know that this isn't even an issue for me. But yeah. I remember on Thursday last week, I went downstairs and my mom was watching the news and I ended up watching the news stupidly as well. And you guys, it wasn't even like 30 seconds into watching it where I actually felt like I was being brainwashed into believing that I needed to isolate at home. Like, no, I'm not isolating at home. I'm not living my life in fear anymore. I've already lived my life in fear for like, what, 20 years? That I don't want to do that anymore. Like, I don't deserve to do that. And it's like, sure, there is a virus going on, but I'm just going to take extra caution. And you know what? If I do happen to get the coronavirus, what's going to happen to me? Well, I'm going to fight it just like how I fought my bullies because they were horrible people. And just like how I've just been continuing to fight multiple sclerosis because hashtag MS warrior. I've just learned to not be brainwashed in a sense as well because especially prior to my diagnosis with multiple sclerosis, a lot of people were diagnosing me, like people who weren't even doctors, like my sisters, my friends, my family, everyone was diagnosing me and it was kind of like brainwashing me in a sense, but at the same time, I just didn't want to believe that. And even in this case, right? Don't let the news brainwash you. Like, sure, there's a virus going on. Don't let that, like, make you live in fear because it's honestly not worth it. The 6th thing I've written down is that for us MSers, I personally do feel like we stop having the same kind of fear that others may have because we've already been through worse, so it's like nothing can top that moment. But don't get me wrong, death can, because we're not dying right now and we should be lucky for that, and I'm so grateful for that. So for us MSers, right, I do feel like we probably, I don't know, maybe you guys are freaking out, maybe I'm just being stupid right now, but it's really weird to me because it's like, do we live our life in fear just because we don't know what to expect and what's to come? Like, you know what I mean? Especially with my multiple sclerosis, I had so much fear prior to my diagnosis, not knowing what to expect, right? And we're not going to be able to know of every little thing that's going to happen to us because if we were able to know of that, I think we would literally live our lives in fear for the most part, and it's not worth it. Like, multiple sclerosis has literally given me thick skin, and I'm just not going to fall without a fight. Like, you know what I mean? Just for me personally, right, I spent a great deal of time just being bullied. So like what, for like, I would say like 17 years, I've been bullied pretty bad. I don't know if it was because of jealousy, it probably was, but like when you're being bullied at the time, you don't think about those things. You just think about if you're going to be alive the next day because you don't know if people are going to actually kill you. Yeah, for those of you wondering, I come from Scarborough. Before I even end this video, a message for you MSers. If I could just say one message, it's just to think positive all the time because I just feel like having a positive mindset really does reduce stress. At least for me it does. And I just feel like if you guys also just try to learn to be positive and think positive about any bad situation, it really would calm your mind down, and that way you can avoid stress. Like, you know what I mean? So that's pretty much it to my video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think, and even message me on Instagram. For those of you who actually leave comments on my YouTube channel, please message me on Instagram, because I always wonder who these people are that comment under my videos on YouTube. It'd be nice if we can actually like have a conversation going like on Instagram. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you gained something from it. Maybe you're thinking positive now because you want to be a positive Pree too. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. Follow me on Instagram and check out my blog. And I will see you guys in my next video that I post next week. Bye guys. One side had like kind of like a little hole, like a little compartment where you can just put your fingers inside and carry the box so easily, and especially with me because I drop things all the time. It was so useful, right? But then the other side doesn't have it, and I kind of freaked out a little because I was like, how come the other side has it? Like, most of us have two hands, and I'm just like, this doesn't work, right? And then I realized you could just poke through here and create your own little handle. Like, that is so cute. Honestly, I would find these weird things to be cute. I need to put a hole in both of them now, okay?